The day I signed the mortgage, my father warned me that a house is more than just wood and nails. It's a living thing with a memory. I laughed it off, but 6 months later, his words came back to haunt me. It started as a faint whisper, a murmur I'd catch in the dead of night, easily dismissed as the house settling or the wind playing tricks. But soon, the whispers sharpened into distinct voices, laced with judgment and passive aggression. They weren't ghosts. They were worse. They were my homeowners association. I'd be in the kitchen, and a cold disembodied voice would drift from the vent above the stove. "That lawn is a quarter-inch too high, Mr. Henderson." In the shower, a woman's voice would echo through the plumbing. "Holiday decorations are to be removed by January 5th. It's the 7th. I tore my house apart. I searched for hidden speakers, bugs, anything. I brought in security experts who swept every inch, finding nothing. They looked at me with pity, suggesting I was overworked, stressed. My sanity began to fray. I'd sit in silence, listening, waiting. The voices discussed my mail, my visitors, the color I was painting my study. They were everywhere and nowhere, a constant, invisible tribunal judging my every move from within the very walls that were supposed to be my sanctuary. One evening, desperate and on the verge of breaking, I was examining the old, disconnected intercom system left by the previous owner. As I traced the wires into the wall, a thought struck me, so simple, so horrifyingly brilliant. The original builder, back in the 70s, had wired the entire neighborhood's intercoms together. A relic of a bygone era, intended for community announcements, forgotten but never disconnected from the main grid, in the HOA president's basement. They weren't spying on me with modern tech. They were using an ancient, forgotten network, speaking into their own units, their voices traveling through the walls of every house on the block. I wasn't losing my mind. I was living in a neighborhood-wide party line. That night, I didn't unplug it. Instead, I leaned in close to my own intercom panel and whispered back. I told them about my loneliness, my father's passing, how this house was my only connection to him. Silence followed. The next morning, my doorbell rang. It was Mrs. Gable, the HOA president, holding a freshly baked pie. Her eyes held a flicker of something I hadn't seen before. Understanding, she said they never knew. We forget that behind every rule, every judgment, there's a person, often just as lonely, searching for connection in all the wrong ways. Sometimes, the most profound walls aren't made of plaster, but of the silence we build between us. If this story has echoed something within your own walls, a gentle tap on the like button would mean the world to me. Thank you.